all of those years ago. It must have been bonkers.
This is a video on driving after 4 pints and 7 whiskies.
I've never seen that. What? No?
Hi everyone, welcome to the Car Guy Algorithm. I'm Doug of Nightfall Drives.
And I'm Joseph of Jay's Driveway.
And this is episode 3 of a series where we're bringing you YouTube recommendations for car videos that we've been enjoying.
Yes.
So today's categories are special edition cars.
Yeah.
Inspired by episode 1 where Joseph brought up an MSO McLaren and what was the other one? The
M3 CRT, yeah.
Yeah. So got a whole category for special edition cars. Podcasts and interviews. And then driving skills.
Yeah.
Road or track.
Yeah.
And a bit niche, but I think there's some interesting stuff.
It's niche, but I mean, look, I've got 2 videos that I immediately think will be quite interesting to people, both track and road.
Shall we get into it then?
Yeah.
Special edition cars.
Yes.
So who's going first today?
You know what? I'll go first because I've got two bangers. One mainly for the Honda people, but then the one I found really quite interesting. Did you ever play Gran Turismo? Back when it came out, it was like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, yeah.
Years of my life.
Yeah.
I still...
Quite literally. I'm pretty sure it's in Gran Turismo, but there was a car called the Lister Storm, which is like a race car. Yeah. You remember it, right?
Yeah.
Now, I only ever knew of the Lister Storm as the race car. That is what that is. And then, it isn't a mention from this person's channel, but they've just got a great catalogue. But Harry Metcalfe did a review of a Lister XJS earlier this year.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I didn't know that thing existed. And the headlines of that car is something like 700 horsepower from a supercharged V12.
Yeah.
An XJS, which was basically souped up. I'm pretty sure it's like wider wheels. He's just... the link to the video is in the description. Fascinating car. And I've always liked the way the XJS looks, but that is on steroids.
Yeah. Well, it had a load of potential that early on didn't really get realised, and then these latest special editions really brought it out of the car. It's a bit unusual looking, but I think it's overall quite good looking.
When you see them in person, they sit quite low. Even though they don't ride particularly low, they're actually built with quite a low stance. I think they're really good looking, genuinely quite timeless. Yeah.
It's aged quite well.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to drive one a few years ago.
What did you make of it?
Really liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a 3.6 manual.
Nice.
A nice guy called Dan brought it in one of my early videos. The manual, as I say, and that was really long throw. It was like almost comically long, but it was quite satisfying.
Yeah.
Really surprised by how it handled as well. It was old school steering, like quite heavy.
Hydraulic.
But it was quite heavy and quite must be a lot of turns lock to lock.
Yeah.
So it's quite a slow rack.
Yeah.
But even so, once you got used to it, it could take corners really nicely.
Yeah.
Lots to be said for it. But the Lister one is really interesting prospect.
Very, very interesting. I think one of the main things that I found quite interesting that Harry said about the car's characteristics when he's on the road is not just the fact that it's fast by today's standards, but thinking about what that must have been when it came out all of those years ago. It must have been bonkers. Yeah. And then the other thing as well is the handling of the car too. Again, I'm very much a handling guy.
Yeah.
I've watched a fair few videos of XJSs over the years, not necessarily intentionally, but just something that happens when you go down a rabbit hole. But I've never really heard of anyone speak about like the XJS having like superbly great handle, that being a standout thing for it. But when he's driving that car, and those that have watched Harry's garage knows that he has like a specific road near him that he tests every single car on. And to me, that is like a classic car that if I had the money, I would seriously look at, just because it'd be very interesting and also quite crazy too. The second you see it, you know that's not a standard XJS. It looks fantastic.
Wide stance.
Properly wide stance, yeah.
Just a little spin-off on that. I think it was a Lister Jaguar Salute.
Yeah.
And that JM featured.
Yes.
In,
yes.
Some point. You saw that one?
Yes, I've seen that one.
And there was some problems.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he did. Yeah. And I remember I love the fact that, I do love the fact that like he is pretty much the king of controversy within the car community. Not in a bad way, like actually in a good way, right? Which is, I like the fact that he can highlight things that people would probably be scared to.
I'd say he holds people to account.
Yes.
Describe it.
Yes. Sorry, when I say controversy, I don't mean it in the sense of like, oh, you're just doing it for clicks and views. No, but calling it as it is. The first video that really brought my eyes to it was when he did the McLaren saga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, when watching that video, especially when he's breaking down everything that happened right from the beginning to the end, even before he actually went to go review it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact it was a car that I think it was a car going to auction.
Yeah.
And the way it had been prepared was very dubious, and so we'll add that as a recommendation as well then.
Yeah, definitely. There you go. Double take for one.
Yeah. Well, my first one for special editions actually it's a JM one. That we can be accused of bias, but
Yeah.
but it's a brand close to my heart. There's a video that James did last year on a Lotus Elise Sport 160.
Nice.
You might remember it. It's the bright green, toxic green, Elise potentially.
I'm quite sure that's on my watch list, but I don't think I've watched it, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
It's the Series 1 Elise, first shape, and I think that shape's getting better and better with age, and especially in this spec, it's just really out there.
Yep.
But I think this is a great example of James being, going through his workings and showing sort of the journalistic style.
Yeah.
And you could almost imagine what this video is written in a magazine as, a review of, got the whole story of where it came from.
Yeah.
Also how it's driving.
Yeah.
Why it's this particular one from factory, the 160.
Yeah.
Might be the sweet spot.
Yeah.
I think there were later models that were the 180, 190, but maybe specialist conversions after the factory.
Yeah.
But yeah, this it's clear that he's really enjoying this particular drive. So
for sure.
Full disclosure again. James is a powerful friend of the channel.
Yeah.
Don't want to. It just when special editions came up. This one it really sticks in the mind as and future classic. Maybe it's already there.
For sure.
It's started to be picked up, across the pond as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think one thing I want to say just off the cuff really quickly is when we mention people that we may know or people's channels that we may know or friends' channels, regardless of if it's Nightfall Drives or Jay's Driveway, this is objectively videos that we enjoy or content creators that we enjoy or a certain video or an idea of a video that we enjoy. So there isn't anything that's like paid or influenced, if that makes sense, apart from the fact that the video is actually great. So I say all of that to basically say if you have any that you like, you want us to check out, we'll do it. And then we'll literally do an episode coming back reviewing the videos that you ask us to check too. Yeah, it's a two-way street. It's a community thing. Definitely. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it's just natural that we're going to start from what we know most familiar with a little bit, sort of naturally drawn.
Yeah, massively.
As part of this, like you say, I want to find new stuff and I've enjoyed trying to search for new things to offer up as well. So hopefully you think it's a good mixture.
We definitely have mixtures of things.
So your next one for special editions.
So I actually just realized what I said, and it's a JM video. I'm sorry, but he actually does the best special edition videos.
There's a brown envelope here.
Honestly, I swear, look, you're just going to see like his logo just come up on my forehead. No, honestly, listen, especially this car. I can talk about this car because I've owned a version of this car. I not owned it, but highly modified it, know its history extremely well. And it's the Honda Civic FN2 Type R Mugen 20 video.
Right.
So, now, brief history lesson for those that care to listen. And if you don't, there's going to be chapters so you can skip. But the FN2 Type R had the Type R, you had the FN2 Type R Mugen 200, which was the one that most people see on the road, and that didn't really have anything different apart from the fact that it had specific body trims. It did come with a factory LSD, although there's quite a few editions of the FN2 that came with a factory LSD. Still had 200 horsepower. You could get like the extra Mugen spoiler, which was from factory, and some other stuff. Oh, and a 19-inch lightning wheels, I think they call them, which in my eyes are hideous. So yeah, right? But then there was the Mugen 20. Now the Mugen 20 had 20. There's only 20 of them.
Really?
There's only 20 of them.
Yeah.
They're very rare.
That's almost unheard of. Like numbers that low for an edition of a
Properly rare.
extreme manufacturer.
Yeah, properly rare. I think I've only ever seen one in real life at a car show, and even then I couldn't verify whether it was. I was just kind of told it was. But because you can make a Civic FN2 actually look, especially with like replica body kits and things like that, to make it look like a Mugen, right? But the Mugen 20 is rare because you could, and from what I understand from an insider, someone who's actually quite close to like the factory lineup, the Mugen 20 didn't come with everything the Mugen 20 could have. But this one, I'm pretty sure the one that he reviewed, I might be wrong, had the 2.2 litre engine. So the factory one is normally a K20. This one was basically a 2.2, 240 horsepower factory, high revving, 4-part engine, factory LSD.
One of Honda's best.
Yeah, genuinely. The K20 to this day is a fantastic engine. Absolutely fantastic. Then you've got the, you had the gold, I can't remember who makes those wheels, but they're basically like the gold Mugen wheels is what I call them. You had the Mugen brake calipers, which I'm pretty sure were kind of like Brembo's, but rebranded, but they had like the bronze gold color on them. Then you had the rear Mugen Aero spoiler where the exhaust is circular. There's a lot of stuff, right? But basically he reviews someone that had it from factory. And again, it's just a great video. It's not sponsored. It's just, there's not many people that can get hold of these kind of cars and review them. Yeah. And not only just review them, but review them truthfully, not just influenced by its status or it was supposed to be great from factory, so it is. No, just call it as it is. Yeah, exactly, but yeah.
I think by choosing this category, we have limited it to people who, James has done so many videos that he's done all these special editions, and
quite literally,
there's not many videos on them out there, so it's probably inevitable that we're picking these kind of channels. Honestly, yeah,
but no, that's a great watch. So. And that's a special edition. I know very, very well about. So, yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're going to laugh at my second choice.
Is it a JM one as well?
It's not a JM one.
Oh, okay.
But it's a special edition of the Honda NSX, the original NSX. There's a video which is done by Shooting Brake.
Oh, okay.
On the Type R and the Type S.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't know there was a Type S NSX.
Yeah, I thought you might have heard of this, but it was. No. So the funny thing is, I think it's got the same bronze Mugen wheels that you just talked about.
Okay. And,
yeah. So Shooting Brake. I think it was Alex Goy who's now doing other channels. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
So this is a couple of years ago. But they got the Type R and the Type S together.
Yeah.
Type R, I think most people are familiar with.
Yeah.
But what I was interested in more was the Type S, and that apparently was 200 units or maybe slightly above. Japan only.
Yeah.
And it's towards the end of the version of the NSX with the pop-ups. But it had bucket seats, maybe carbon buckets.
Nice.
Lightweight wheels, and I cut quite a bit of weight out of it.
Yeah.
Bigger engine, I think it's 3.2.
Aren't they 3 no, they're not 3.2 originally. What's the NSX engine? Is it 2 point, isn't it like a 2 point something? Hold on. I'm sorry, I have to look this up. Original.
I think it might have been a 3 litre, but that might have been the Type R.
That actually intrigues me, hence why I had to quickly look it up. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, so 3.2 in the Type S, upgraded interior seats. It was when I googled it, it talked about track focus and all this. But when Alex was reviewing it in this video, he's making the case that it's actually optimized for the road. It's not quite as hardcore as the Type R.
It's 3D, so you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 litres and the standard, and then or the
Type R,
and then the Type S is 3.2.
So hold on, wait. Now this raises more questions though, because so the Type R had a 3 litre engine, but the Type S has a bigger engine.
It might have been. Was it when they did the facelift? Did they then go to 3.2 for everything?
Maybe so, but the reason why I'm curious about that is because these days the Type S is below the Type R. The Type R is like the hardcore one. Yeah. And the Type S one is like the step below it.
Yeah.
It's like M Sport to M.
Yeah. I don't know when Type S started to become more common in the range, but I'm guessing this is one of the earlier Type S's.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was actually more powerful than the Type R.
Oh, jeez.
It wasn't as light. I think the Type R went further with the track focus.
Yeah.
So and then I guess later on, like you say, the Type S has been the second best.
Yeah.
But this Type S NSX, there's only I think 209 rings per, I think, and they're becoming a bit of a collector's piece. And it did just look, I think, more like, in certain Ferraris of that era, you had some of them with the carbon buckets, and the holes for the axes.
Yeah.
That just takes it to another level for me. I think that the I don't know, the exclusivity or the special edition side of it.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard of it until this video, and it's nicely shot video as well. I think it's actually in 2 parts, so I'll put both links in.
I'm definitely going to be watching those for sure. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. How about that?
I'm so happy I was surprised you with some Honda news.
Honestly, yeah. When you said you were going to surprise, I was like, oh, another JM video. Now it's definitely going to have to say sponsored. But no, yeah, I really love the NSX as well. And every time I see one on the road, I would look at that more than I would like a Ferrari going past me, if you know what I mean. Well, it depends on Ferrari, but you know what I mean. Yeah. They're so rare.
And it was, I think part of it is Honda deciding, let's take the fight to Ferrari and do something special, but also make it accessible and usable.
Yeah. And having Ayrton Senna kind of co-sign it is it's a good way to do it.
Yeah,
it's a good way of doing
it. It's definitely become a legendary car.
100%, definitely.
Category 2 then is podcasts or interviews.
Yes.
So
you want me to start again? Okay, fine.
Yeah,
right. So I'm going to start off with an interview, and then my second one will be a podcast. This interview, I mentioned the Top Gear YouTube channel being a very good watch in episode 2, I believe, because it's different. Top Gear first started with the famous 3, we know, and then it tried to carry on that iteration, and then eventually it just kind of stopped. But the YouTube channel is a breath of fresh air in car journalism that I think they should carry on sticking to for now, where they review new cars, but they also have a different angle on how they do so, but still with that finished editing and polishing and shoots and angles and things like that, and it's great. But this one here, this interview here, I think is fantastic. Basically, it's called the Hypercar Boss Chat. I'm gonna open it quickly on my phone so I can so I can remind myself of the cars, because basically he gets so Koenigsegg, the boss of Koenigsegg, the boss of Singer, so the people that resto mod the 911s, the boss of Rimac, or Bugatti Rimac as it's called now, and I think that was it. So it was like, so Christian, the CEO of Koenigsegg, and then I can't remember his name, the boss of Singer, but very, very calm guy, very relaxed, and the boss of Rimac, his first name, he's got Mate, that's it.
Yeah.
Honestly, they get all of them to drive each of their cars on the track.
Oh, that's good.
Whilst also they do different versions of this. They had a version of it with Gordon Murray, for example, and they just ask them questions like, what are your customers demanding for? And I find it so telling that in 2025, they still get customers that want analog stuff. They don't want the new fancy gadgets and everything like that. They want the analog stuff, which actually kind of shows specifically in Singer's products, because they always talk about just driving feel, especially the platform that they use. And it's just interesting to hear. I mean, it depends on what angle you're listening to, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're someone that just has a fascination in cars or the industry in general. To hear them talk about their products and other people's their rivals or not rivals products of what they have. Like, for example, Mate's got a Singer that's coming in and he drives the one that he's going to drive on the track, which is so cool to hear about, because normally you only really hear about it from rivalry rather than
competitors. So there's only so many people with enough money to be looking at that kind of car, and then you'd think they'd be fighting over a similar customer base. It's really interesting.
It actually is. It's like having, I don't know, the CEO of Apple with the CEO of Samsung, and then the CEO of, I don't know who, another phone make. This is quite embarrassing. I'm an Android person. I should know this. Let's just say Huawei, even though they might not be making ones anymore, right? But saying they're all in a room and they're all reviewing each other's products and they're talking about it, and then you actually find out that one owns the other and the other one owns the other and everything like that. It's cool. It's really cool. It's and the format is great.
Yeah. Because that sort of thing normally would happen behind closed doors when they're like comparing your products to other people's. But
exactly. Yeah. They've done a few of those as well, and if anyone that's even linked to the production or the idea of this watches this video, please continue to do so. I find it so interesting. Yeah. So interesting. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I was worried when you started mentioning Top Gear that you've chosen the same one I have. Maybe your second one is.
Well, yeah.
My first one is from High Performance, so Jake Humphrey's interview channel.
Yeah.
But the reason I've chosen it is because Andy Wilman, producer of Top
Gear. Yeah.
He's been doing the rounds, I think, because he's released a book and done a few different podcast interview things. I've seen a few pop up. But the one with Jake on High Performance, I think, was just so in-depth, so honest. It really put you in the office with those guys back when they were starting Top Gear.
Yeah.
The interactions they had with the BBC, which are surprisingly few.
Yeah.
And then the way the program developed almost organically.
Yeah. With
Jeremy's ideas, but then also some of the problems they had later on.
Yeah.
Interactions with Schumacher as well.
Yeah.
So this one, if you're gonna spend an hour and a half, whatever it is, on an Andy Wilman one, I've really found this one fascinating.
I 100% will watch it, because people talk about, and when I say people, I've heard Richard and Jeremy speak on how Andy Wilman is, or like his mindset on things. And especially when it was started, to watch someone commit to a vision like that and then see it like that and then have to reboot it again in a different guise. It's not easy.
No.
It's really not easy. Yeah. You have to be not only just brilliant, but actually committed and believe in yourself like that. So yeah.
They go on to the topic of setting up the Grand Tour as well. How did that come about from nothing, and the reason they went with Amazon and all this stuff? So yeah, it's just.
I'm definitely going to be watching that though, because I watched both series back to back. So yeah. Well, give that a go. For sure. So the second one is a podcast I watch religiously, like for sure. Some episodes I've watched multiple times because it's been so entertaining. But it's Chris Harris podcast, so Chris Harris on Cars, or Chris Harris and Friends on Cars. But the specific episode I put here, well, I have two. I made two. I'm sorry, I broke the rules a bit, but only because one was hilariously funny and relatable. The other one is actually just really good insight. So this is, as we record, wherever towards the end of December or towards the end of 2025, and the Christmas episode came out. Those of you that do watch it will know that there was a special guest on that one, Gordon Murray, and they had a section where they spoke to him just about basically like they have this thing called the 2-car garage, right, where they have certain scenarios and have to pick a certain car also on a specific platform to buy it on. And with Gordon Murray, they asked for his perfect 2-car garage. I won't say what it is. I'm not going to ruin the episode for you, but definitely go and watch it. But he actually goes into his ethos of cars that he has, even new cars he's ordered, older cars he's ordered, and what he wants and what he likes in the car. And when Gordon Murray speaks, for me, I can listen to it all day, any day, because he takes his own ethos on cars, makes it real, obviously, in his own product, which is super duper premium, obviously, 100%. One can only dream and work hard towards getting one of those one day. But regardless of that, even just the cars he drives every single day. I mean, he said at one point he was daily in a smart Brabus Roadster for years. You know, that's...
So it's going for the really stripped back, lightweight.
Exactly. And I don't know, I just find it fascinating. So yeah, that's a great episode. But my favorite episode that they've done so far was when they did a Cornwall trip. So there's 4 of them. There's Chris Harris, Chris Cooper, Manish Pandey, and Neil Clifford. And all of them have different kind of walks of life, but they're all friends, and they all get in their own cars and they do a Cornwall trip. One of them's in a classic Ferrari. I'm not going to tell you what happens to it, but you could probably work out what happens. But it's actually fun how they talk about the fact that they just had their road trips with their partners and things like that. And I love a road trip. I absolutely love a road trip. And they're all driving interesting cars. They're all driving really interesting cars and different cars. Like, they scale very different. And it's just funny how they talk about it and everything they went through. And yeah. So that podcast, but more specifically, those 2 episodes are my standout ones.
Nice, yeah, definitely check those out. Yeah, and Gordon Murray, just to mention, I once crossed paths almost with him at Goodwood.
Oh.
So I've only been to Goodwood once, which is a criminal, because I think it's a great event. But
I've only been once as well. I've only been once as well, and I keep getting told how great it is, but I've only been once, and I always catch it on YouTube. Yeah.
I can't get enough from watching the old cars being pushed around. But yeah, I took the Lotus soon after I got it.
Nice.
It was in the phase of trying to get the exhaust set up right, and my first iteration of that was far too loud.
Yeah.
Quite embarrassing loud. So I went to Goodwood with my car in that condition, and but it's great now. But Gordon was just in the paddock doing the runs. I think in one of his own designed lightweight track cars. I can't remember which one it was, but he was just chatting to the public, and me and my brother were there, and we decided just to leave him to it, because he was kind of, he was being very generous with his time, he seems, but
for sure.
Yeah, also look forward to watching that episode.
Yeah, he's got a fascinating mind. He's very fascinating, and he's very strict to what he likes, and I love the fact that he's unapologetically true to his own ethos, which obviously ends up creating great products. So yeah.
Yeah, good one. So yeah, my second one is. I think the theme of these might be nostalgia, looking backwards, and that sort of thing. I've chosen the first episode of the Evo podcast.
Oh, I've not watched the Evo podcast, you know.
It's good. It came out about, I'm going to say 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And the first episode in particular is really interesting. Harry Metcalfe's on it.
Oh, okay.
And they talk about the whole genesis of Evo, how it came about, the team they had at the time. The performance car had just collapsed or was dropped.
Yeah.
And they have these guys get together and do something out of the ashes of that.
Yeah.
And talking about how they came up with the branding and got things going, and it sounded very. You see Evo magazine, and what it became. The start of it does sound like making it up as they go along, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And, that episode, and then that sets up the Evo series, which is they do quite a variety of topics, but it's a good one.
I'll definitely watch that for sure. I need more car podcasts in my life, to be fair.
Yeah.
Some of them, in my opinion, are just a bit not that I'm talking down on it, but generally, some of them I feel is a bit more comedy than it is vehicle related, which is good. That definitely has its place. But I like hearing about, especially what the business was then, where it is now, especially cars back then to now. Maybe certain cars that were reviewed which didn't really make the cut, or it did make the cut, but certain things were cut off. And I find that's what I like about Chris Harris's side of things.
So on to category 3, driving skills on road or track.
Yes.
I just want to briefly set this one up for you.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a different or slightly niche topic, perhaps. And I've experienced this firsthand because I did the advanced driving course in 2024 and filmed it all.
Yeah.
And I've been releasing videos on the advanced driving course, just doing the course.
Yeah.
Halfway through releasing them, nobody's watching them. Nobody's interested. But I think, ironically, when I get to releasing the test, that might be quite a interesting thing for people to look at, and then from that, it might, people might check out the rest of the series. But I think as petrol heads, I feel like we have a responsibility to take it seriously, take the driving side of it seriously.
For sure.
Safety, upskilling yourself.
Yeah.
And there's not actually that much content really out there that I could find
on
it. So that's why I chose the category.
Yeah.
And I'll see what you found.
Well, I was going to ask you a question. So would you highly recommend it to petrol heads? Let me put me there. Would you recommend it to myself to do it?
Well, I haven't seen firsthand your driving.
Okay.
It's impeccable.
It's fantastic.
Your track videos and stuff. And,
yeah.
You know what you're doing. But anyone who has done the regular driving test, bit of track driving, but if you want to get more out of your road driving, maybe you're frustrated with the state of the roads, the busyness of the roads. I found the biggest thing that it gave me was giving you something to focus on and to do in any drive.
Okay.
Making any drive a learning experience, but memorable.
Okay.
And getting the most out of it.
Yeah.
You know that you learn a system that gives you the boundaries of, okay, you need to try and perfect each part of the system as you're doing it. And you appreciate you're not taking a racing line through. This is an example. You're not going to take a racing line through corners within your lane. I probably, because I did a lot of go-karting, I was taking a racing line through the corners.
Yeah.
But that's not the quickest way to do it, because if the road is clear, you go as far as you can to the outside, and you stay there.
Yeah.
And then if you stay there, provided nothing's come in, I'm talking about a left-hand bend in the UK. You stay on the outside on the line. You see the exit of the corner sooner.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you can get on it, and it's all about visibility, maximising your awareness of what's ahead.
Yeah.
And also operating all the controls in such a way that they don't interfere with each other, and the smoothness of it. So talk about this for probably too long, but
this explains your driving in your Bora earlier a lot. A lot. And I was very impressed. And I was there and I was like, this car is impressive, but Doug knows what he's doing. It's not even like you weren't scrambling or panicking or nothing like that at all. So yeah, okay, fine. Right. That's a very good advert.
All right. Well,
and that car, well, we'll get onto it.
That's our general try at the end. But
yeah.
Well, that's good to say. But yeah, just for you, or for anyone who's interested in driving our cars, give it consideration, because it is a way to like re-energize your driving skills and to look at it in a different way. Pocket. And it's great value. It's like 175 quid joining, and that covers 10 sessions of an hour or more out of the test. So compare that to driving lessons, then it's more
very true. Driving lessons these days are stupid, but that yeah.
So sorry, I've taken up far too much time with all that.
No, well, listen, especially with what you were saying, this channel ties in. I've done it with 2 different topics. Again, I've done one specifically with track driving that impressed me. Actually, more specifically, it was a race on the track. But the other one but then I've done another one with just driving on the road. So this channel I watched when it was very, very small, and then it just kind of exploded overnight, it seems, which is Mick Drives Cars. I don't know if you've ever come across it before.
I think I might have seen this. I think while I was looking for things, but
yeah. So he is, again, someone that does a lot, but does it with just very simply, very, very simple. And he actually described something that I used to do when I commuted back and forth from work every single day. He has a video called Driving Fast Without Breaking the Limit. Without breaking the speed limit, by the way. And he basically just talks about learning more about car control and having fun as an enthusiast behind the wheel, especially on country lanes, without needing to break the speed limit or endangering people around you, and actually learning more about your car. And I genuinely find it such a great video, but I find it great mainly because of the fact that we live in an area where there's country roads around us, so we're blessed in that regard. But you can actually have fun, like especially with learning. Maybe what's the limit of your car if you don't brake so much, but also in a point where you actually can judge how tight a bend is if you don't know the road. And he talks about being able to look forward, seeing where the road pinches, and learning your angle that way. And all of his videos are POV. He's just honestly brilliant. And like I said, this was someone that when I first started watching his channel, he had probably about 5,000 subscribers or so, and now he's in the 100,000 plus club. So but great and very easy to listen to, honestly. And he even talks, anyway, let me not go on a tangent, but he has loads of videos. I definitely will recommend everyone to just basically go through the catalogue. This video specifically here is really good.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, and I like that about making it, maximising your fun.
Yeah.
But within the constraints of what is sensible.
Yeah, it's not always possible, don't get me wrong. You can actually have fun. You can still enjoy your driving on the road without it being too crazy.
Yeah.
Potholes aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Mario Kart, isn't it?
Honestly. And we laugh about it now, but every time I see a nasty pothole, I just get that,
Yeah.
We just have that.
We can all unite with that.
No, honestly. But no, what's your one? What's your recommendation?
I'm going to start with a series on the intercooler.
Okay.
There's a well-known journalist, Steve Sutcliffe.
Okay, yeah.
And he's done a short series with the intercooler on how to drive on track a rear-wheel drive car, four-wheel drive car. Also on-road driving as well.
Okay.
And he's, I think, quite highly regarded driving expert.
Okay.
Really knows his stuff. And also being on the intercooler is really nicely filmed as well.
Yeah.
Loads of great shots of action shots, but nice pace to it as well. And it's quite bite-sized chunks.
Nice.
All of these, sort of different topics.
Yeah.
I think the one I most recently watched was with M3, quite a modern M3 on drag.
Oh, nice.
Just playing with the balance of it and explaining the rear-wheel drive dynamics. So yeah, that's.
I've never owned a rear-wheel drive car, this sort of thing will be, that will be great. Because I do always think about that, whenever you do karting, and you're like, I love driving, I love being able to drive with the rear wheels, and this is great. Karting is fantastic, especially in the rain, amazing. But I've never owned a rear-wheel drive car, for one. I drove my brother's 430D, which was quite highly punchy.
Yeah,
but
it's like a lot of torque.
Yeah, a lot of torque. But that actually was quite... It made me feel like I wanted a rear-wheel drive car as well. But that's the closest I've come to having that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So,
I really like the balance of a rear-wheel drive car.
Yes.
Gravitated towards that.
Yeah.
Car history in episode 1, the Tiger I didn't mention, the kit car.
Oh, yeah.
The Capri,
Yeah.
MX-5s, and now the Boxster and the Evora. It's just the way that you can come out of a corner and you can play with it and feel that your right foot is controlling the angle of the car a bit.
Yeah.
But it's not that I dislike other formats as well. Like the Volvos reminded me just how much fun a front-wheel drive car can be.
A properly sorted front-wheel drive car is fun. Is very fun. But I'm not trying to say I don't ever want to own a rear-wheel drive car. I definitely want to. My list has a lot of rear-wheel drive cars, actually predominantly rear-wheel drive cars, but I've just never, I don't think it's just ever happened. I think I've just kind of gravitated towards Honda, which obviously is predominantly front-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, like you say, you're more about the lightness, the handling, and handling is more what is the car responding to what you're telling it to do, and the connections,
Yep. How can you interpret that, and how exactly that, the connection. Yeah.
Nice. So I think, your second...
Yes.
Driving skills. Yeah.
So this person, right, I want to give him a really big shout out because he doesn't get enough love in and around, even in the Honda community for his videos. So it's the channel is Dave Marshall Racing. His logo is a black DMR thing. I mean, you'll see it anyway. And he did a whole bunch of races about a year ago in a Civic FM2 Cup car regulated thing. Now, this video specifically just goes to show you, especially when we spoke about front wheel drive dynamics. Cold track tires, race start. He very nearly wins this race. But in the first corner, almost every single one of those cars are basically losing their back end because the rear tires aren't warm. And if you're driving a front-wheel drive car, what do when you're opposite lock? You're meant to floor it, which is really actually against your natural instincts.
Counterintuitive.
Within the first, I want to say 30 seconds to a minute of this video after he's warmed up, the driving is fantastic. Like, you can tell he's a very talented driver, and it's great. It's honestly fantastic, and his commentary on board is awesome as well.
Nice.
So, yeah, that video has always stood out to me. Yeah. I remember sharing it with my friends at the time when it happened, and I was like, if it were me, we would have just spun round.
Well, maybe now you've watched it, these type of videos, you can try to take tips and hints.
Definitely.
Into your own driving.
Definitely. So, yeah, that would be my track driving one. Yeah.
Nice, yeah. I've got a final one, which I've poached an idea from you. So, Danny DC2. We're going to get onto this, like what we've watched of each of his recommendations later. But Danny DC2, I think has got he's got a video out on heel and toe. Yeah, which you must have seen.
Yes. I
love the way he's put a footwell camera in the corner of the screen, so you can see exactly what he's doing at the time, and it does explain it really well. For I think people have a good idea of what it is, and also the name is a bit misleading.
It is,
and some people have sort of wrong misconceptions about it, and it's all about the timing, and the road matching, and so that was just a fun one as well. I think
for sure.
Yeah, drops in some of his comedy.
He's just naturally. I've seen that video so many times because especially if you have wide feet or if you had big feet, heel and toe, and especially depending on what car you have, the pedal box can be awkward. So you think you actually have to twist your foot and break your ankle to actually heel and toe, when really, no, you don't actually need to. Yeah. It could be quite natural. So yeah, I know the video you're talking about. I've watched it multiple times. Yeah.
Nice. And then, just honourable mentions for my instructor for the advanced driving course, Alan, who runs a channel called Advanced Driving Techniques. It's like little bite-sized pieces again about particular what should you do in this scenario.
Yeah.
And I reference him obviously with my series of the advanced driving test. So just
I'll definitely watch that. All right, I actually will watch that for sure.
Yes. Okay, so that was category 3. Oh, sorry, one other honourable mention. There's a video going around this year which was from a 70s documentary.
Okay.
Got millions of views, I think.
Okay.
So you might have seen it. But, This is a video on driving after 4 pints and 7 whiskies.
I've never seen that. What? No.
It's just a hilarious video from the archives of BBC documentaries when somebody would have said, you know what we should do? Just demonstrate the effects of alcohol on driving. And then they go to this car park, cone it all up with the track, get 4 or 5 people to drive around it while sober. Yeah. Literally go to the pub and get hammered. And then go back to the track and try and do the same thing. It's just hilarious.
I know it will be in the links, but I'd rather see it sooner rather than later.
I'll show you at lunch.
Yeah.
And at one point, there's a dog on the course for no reason.
Oh very wow!
Just a different time. So that one, it's running a little bit of a laugh, and that's an interesting. It's a very serious topic.
Yeah.
So drink driving, but that's.
It is a properly serious. It is a serious topic for sure, but that does sound funny as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all the categories and honourable mentions for today. But the general chat.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you about episode 1 and 2. Time to check out some of the recommendations.
Yes.
Any highlights for you?
The highlights. The main highlight, which I've watched this video twice now, is the Lotus road trip one that you mentioned.
Yeah. Iron Flower.
The production is great. It's literally, even when he's vlogging at his accommodation and whatnot, the biggest compliment I can give him is, number one, it makes me want to actually buy your very own car, right? The actual car he has, right? Because that car, it sounds amazing. It looks fantastic. Honestly, even when he's flooring it, there's a part where he's on the Autobahn and he hits like 130 miles an hour. It looks like he's going faster, even their reaction in the car. But the sound of the supercharger, even the interior with Alcantara everywhere, it just looks like a car you want to own. It makes you want to do the road trip yourself. It makes me want to actually stay at the Airbnb he was at, which was a converted prison. And his guide along the museum without being too obnoxious, because it's tricky when you're filming. People might have this perspective that all YouTubers are basically like antisocial, just sort of be in everyone's faces with a camera. That's actually not for me, and I'm quite sure it's the same for you. It's far from the.
Yeah, trying to be discreet.
You actually are trying to be discreet whilst also getting good content, and he does that really well because he basically has a lapel mic. Really close here, right? So he's whispering, but it doesn't sound like he's whispering. So, and he's getting really good shots of all of the Porsche cars and actually giving me a lesson. Yeah. And I honestly, fantastic video.
Well, I'm also really happy that your first highlight is the smallest viewed video as well. That's exactly what we're trying to do on this series, isn't it? And
yes.
shine a light on those types.
Yeah. I mean, bigger videos, it's easy for them to get the limelight, and rightly so. They've worked hard to get to that point, right? But yeah, there are smaller videos and smaller channels where people are doing content for the sake of them enjoying it and do a really good job of doing so, and also have really interesting cars and insights to have.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 My highlights, I've already mentioned Danny DC2. I've been working my way through some of his stuff, and it's really entertaining.
Yeah.
And especially the track stuff. It's made me realise maybe I need to do a bit more competitive motorsport again, because I did a lot of go-karting. But yeah, the way he's driving the MR2 race series.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The way he's covering it as well is really, really interesting.
He's brilliant. He actually is so brilliant. And I know his channel's quite big, but it really should be bigger. And, you know, to do those videos that long with that kind of editing and humor, you can clearly tell he's a fan of The Simpsons, right? But, like, it's, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of references to things in there that, just add to it. I like that. I try and drop those in when I can as well.
You do. You do. Yeah. Yeah. No,
I think the smaller channels, you can get away with it with the copyright stuff. But I think if you're using it in a different content, this is probably boring, this stuff, but the copyright, you have to consider.
It's a big thing.
And smaller channels, you can take more risks, I think, with that sort of thing.
Yeah, you can. Although you can kind of flip that coin and say, well, it can kill you before you've even started if you wanted to.
Yeah, don't want to encourage people to just chop stuff and use loads of it. But if you're taking it to a different context and it's a couple of seconds, that sort of thing can really add to a video. For sure. And it's not. I think it's sufficiently different to not be worried about copyright.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, I'll try and find one to drop in now.
Yeah, there you go.
Get ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
And then just to mention otherwise, cars with miles as well. I enjoyed the reviews. So it's the CRT M3.
Yeah.
Ties into today's, or inspired today's category as well. And he's really, really engaging.
He is very engaging, naturally at that too, without trying.
Yeah. More general updates, I guess, this morning. Finally, it's been too long coming, but I took you out in the Evora. Yeah. And I'm very curious to hear your thoughts.
So, small backdrop. We first met in April this year? Was it April or earlier?
Around then.
In and around then. And when I first saw the Evora, I lusted over it. And I kept looking at it. I've always seen Evoras. I've always kind of seen them either on videos or pictures, and like, that looks nice. It's only when you see a car in person that you're like, you can really, really get a gauge on what that car is, and the presence of it, the sit of it, the look of it. I hadn't heard it up until this morning in person. Obviously, I told you, like, especially your most recent video was the detailing one. Oh, yeah. The first few seconds. By the way, if you haven't seen that video, fantastic video, very great. No, genuinely, and not just because you're sat in front of me. I told you this already, but But going out in that car, experiencing that car, the sound. Great job on the exhaust, by the way, because I know you mentioned it earlier. Yeah. Especially when you said that before you've had an exhaust way too loud. I've been on that journey before and had to spend damn near over £1,000 just making sure it was at the perfect package.
When you start playing about with it, it's a risk. I was quite lucky that I went for the tubular system, which is a Lotus specialist guide. Yeah. And there are two pieces to the catback. Yeah. A back box with a valve and a link pipe, which is just plain piped as standard. But what that does is it means that when the valves are open, it's effectively a straight pipe. Yeah. So I got that initially, and then quickly realised, okay, that's too far. Yeah. And but then for certain other systems for track noise limits and stuff, that link pipe does a silenced version. Yeah. So that means I've now got the cats
Is it resonated?
A little resonated silencer.
Yeah.
And then a clear pipe. So then that's just brought the volume down. And you still get all the character.
It's the perfect balance. You hear the supercharger in the cabin. You know what? It's great because you when you're posturing around, you're hearing that V6 behind you, and it's just kind of going in, but it's not dominating. It's just there. It's an ever-presence there that you're not just in a normal car, as if the cabin wouldn't be enough for you anyway. Getting in there, you have to basically do somersaults to get in, which I love I love that. I really do. And then when you floor it, you just hear the supercharger. And then you're hearing all of the tire noise and everything. And the way the car rides, where we are right now, the B roads are fantastic, but there's a lot of bumps. It's a hard thing to have grip whilst also having comfort. In sport mode and being able to take those corners the way you did, shout out to your driving again. Because no, genuinely, I wasn't scared. I'm a good passenger anyway, but sometimes I can be like, well, just wear a brave face. If anything happens, it is what it is. We'll just kind of take it as it goes. But I didn't feel like you were asking the car too much of it. And even at the times where you were taking those corners at certain speeds, it didn't feel like you were near the car's limit at all. The car had so much more. There was one point where we actually kind of broke traction on the rear a bit, but it didn't feel like the car squirmed when it did it. It just kind of went, ooh, oh.
And then it was over a hump.
Yes,
on the way out of the corner.
Yeah. Honestly, fantastic car. And the handling, the cabin, the seats, the Alcantara everywhere. It just feels like you're in something super, super special and so engaging, even as a passenger.
Well, I'm so glad that you finally got to experience it.
Yeah,
and,
it makes me want one. And it really doesn't make me want one. It does.
Even before today, I did notice a change in the pattern of the Auto Trader links.
Yeah, because I sent you.
Thinking about this, haven't you?
Yeah, I had been. I didn't. It wasn't a given that we were going to go out in it today. To be fair, I know we said about me experiencing it and whatnot, but genuinely, especially since watching your detailing video, where I really got to appreciate the spec of it. Also the braking, the brakes, so good. Yeah, so good.
It's really over braked. I think they're thinking of making an Esprit off the same platform, and then they engineered that in a bit, but they never did it. Or it arguably became the MP12 seat from McLaren with the engineers going.
Oh, okay.
So I think they were kind of, but I think, although it's in that part of the market where it's like a Cayman or older 911 rival, I think it just offers something different, more special feeling.
Massively.
It is a little bit sort of shoestring development with some things that the ownership experience has been really positive, but there are like the interior door handles stopped working.
Yeah.
Just stupid little things like that.
Yeah.
But as a package, I think Clarkson originally as well compared it to a Ferrari 430.
Yeah.
In his review, and it still didn't sell well. So it's this is back in 2008, 2009, whenever it was.
Yeah. But I think for me, as much as I love reliability in a car, again, Honda, right? As much as I love reliability in a car, when you're spending that much money on a car to do a specific job for you, I would take those niggly bits to have that package, to have that performance. Every time you sit in it's special. Not to mention, this is on a day where people are at work. We're not, obviously. And there are still people that are turning around and watching it and looking at the car as it comes up, putting their thumbs up. We even had someone randomly car spotting with a bike helmet on an island at a T-junction or a roundabout, wherever it was.
We're probably on Instagram now.
Yeah, we probably are. Exactly. But yeah.
We live in the middle of Mayfair or something. A car spotting place.
Exactly. It's a fantastic package. Honestly, it's such a great car. And I would easily do road trips in that car. Easily. And it would be fun. I think I'd scare my partner in it. Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, great car.
Glad you like it. Yeah.
I want to go out in it again. and I've been looking at them.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Is the sort of this come into your favourites lists and things. And
yes. I think my more immediate, the more immediate like watch list that I've been looking at recently is, and I won't spend too much time on this because I could talk about it forever. I'm getting to the stage now where I may need a car with more space, but I don't want to do what I did with the CRZ, where I bought a car for a specific job, but it doesn't really do anything else apart from what it's there for. So the CRZ was there to save me money while I had the Civic. The Civic is now gone. So now I'm with the CRZ, and it's still a very cool, quirky car to have. Super reliable, never had any issues with it, touch wood. MOT's up on the 19th. So, yeah. Exactly. Right. But, but now I want to go back to having that all-rounder, which is what the Civic was when I first bought it. Had a lot of space. I could commute to and from it. It wasn't too expensive on fuel. And it was still super fun to drive. So I've been looking at kind of fast-ish estates in and around the 10 grand less mark. Yeah. And there's quite a few offerings. Yeah. Well, I say there's quite a few offerings. There's some good offerings, and there's actually two ways I can do it. I can do like the hot hatch come estate thing, or I can do the older school BMW thing, where it has like a kind of decent engine, but it's not specifically for like a proper driver's car. I mean, they say it is, but we'll see.
Yeah, and there's also some more maybe left field options like Imprezas or
yes. And I've been looking at Torque GT and their imports, and I'm like,
yes,
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, watch this space.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see.
Yeah. So should we wrap up then? I guess.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Joseph, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, indeed.
Please
thanks,
subscribe, like, comment, especially. We would love to feature your ideas for, what to check out or categories or anything you want to give us in there.
Exactly. And this is a long episode, but as always, we chapter it for your own bite-size attention and things you may want. The links are already there, so even if you don't want to hear us talk about anything, at least you can watch it. But tell a friend to tell a friend. And also let us know what you like to watch. Give us our own... Well, your own algorithm for us, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
We hope it's a helpful way to discover things. So,
for sure.
And thanks for the great response to episodes 1 and 2. So,
yeah, indeed.
Appreciate it.
It really does go a long way. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, and we'll see you for another one.
Indeed. Thanks, guys.